It's a regular morning. Children going to school, people going to work, coffee's brewing, shops are open, and the most important, banks are banking. But then, someone tweets, "The system's collapsing. Withdraw all your money right now." People flood banks asking for all their money. Let's have a look at this first. When you deposit money into a bank, it doesn't just sit there waiting for you like a loyal girlfriend at home. Banks don't store all your cash like you see in the movies. They lend it, they invest it, they move it around to earn interest and make more money for themselves and for you too. So technically, your money is out there living its best life, helping someone buy a shiny new car, launch someone's questionable startup that sells cat socks, paying for someone's MBA where they major in networking at coffee shops, or funding a food truck that only sells deconstructed sandwiches. Let's understand by an example. You put $100 in the bank holds on to $10 as a safety buffer. That's called the reserve. The other $90, it's loaned to your neighbor who's buying a new bike to impress his brand new girlfriend who thinks financial responsibility means having 2 credit cards and a zodiac tattoo. I remember a line, "Money gives you honey," and that's true mostly. Then the bike seller deposits that $90 into their bank. That bank now keeps $9 from that $90 and lends $81 to someone else. And this cycle repeats. So your $100 becomes $100 plus $90 plus $81 equals $271 in total deposits across the system. Sounds like financial wizardry, right? It is. It's called the money multiplier. If you don't understand it, you are nothing. You are good. Just watch it again. So this whole system is known as fractional reserve banking, where bank only keeps a fraction of your money, generally 10%, the rest out in the world. Now imagine there is a case of bank run where everyone shows up at once to withdraw their money at bank demanding cash. What will happen, we will see in a while. But banks always bet that not everyone will show up asking for their money at the same time. It's like running a buffet and hoping not everyone takes the shrimp. But this time, everyone wants the shrimp, all of it. That's when the bank run officially kicks off. People panic. Word spreads faster than bad TikTok advice. ATMs run dry. The bank is suddenly doing math like, okay, if we give out money to 3 more people, we'll be bankrupt by lunch. So what do? They lock the doors, limit withdrawals, freeze online transfers. Basically, they go into panic mode and pretend it's for your protection. Thanks, I feel so protected. Now things start getting ugly. Businesses can't pay their employees, people can't buy groceries, loans stop, credit freezes. Security guards are overwhelmed. People are filming TikToks outside banks. Hey guys, it's day 2 of the collapse. Here's how I turned my Netflix subscription into 3 cans of tuna and a McDonald's burger. Cash becomes king and everyone starts hoarding it like it's toilet paper in 2020. Remember? But I use Cash App. I don't need cash. Wrong again, digital warrior. Digital payments also run through banks. Means no banks, no back-end processes, no online money. Your phone is now just a shiny calculator. Also keep one thing in mind. When one bank fails, it doesn't just fall alone. It starts a domino effect, pulling down other banks too. Banks owe each other money and also to government, invest in the same markets, and rely on the same funding sources. Some banks are so huge that if they collapse, they'll create a VIP of economic disasters across the country. When the situation becomes worse, the hero takes the entry. In our case, the hero is FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. This is only for the US. Think of it like the banking system superhero. If your bank has no money left in their vault, then FDIC says, don't panic, I will give you your money up to a certain limit. In the US, that limit is typically $250,000 per depositor per bank. So, unless you're casually sitting on more than $250,000 in one account, your cash is protected by the full faith and credit of the government. This insurance is the main reason why a full-blown nationwide bank run like in our story is extremely rare these days. The trust isn't just in the bank, it's in the system that backs the bank. Other countries also have similar protections, like 100,000 euros in France, 100,000 euros in Germany, 85,000 pounds in the UK, 100,000 euro in Japan, 100,000 yuan in China, 1.4 million rubles in Russia. One thing you can come to your mind that you finally got rid of your debts because of bank collapse? Funny twist, you still owe money. Even if your bank vanishes, your mortgage, student loans, and credit card debt magically survive. Debts are like cockroaches, immortal. Government will try everything. Freeze big withdrawals, announce emergency deposit insurance, say things like the fundamentals are strong, and of course, print more money. But printing more money doesn't solve the problem. It just creates a new one, inflation. Now your $100 that could buy 10 apples can only buy half an apple and a suspicious stare from the fruit vendor. Because when everyone wants cash and the government gives it, money loses value faster than that meme coin. So to recap, you wanted your money, so did everyone else. Banks didn't have it. The system cracked, chaos bloomed, government panicked, and now we're all rich in worthless currency. But hey, at least your neighbor still has that new bike and a beautiful girlfriend. And while your neighbor's out riding that new bike with his girlfriend, you're standing in a grocery store, staring at a can of beans, $47 plus tax, but you only have $43 and a loyalty card. Meanwhile, companies are laying off workers faster than influencers dropping apologies. Pensions? Gone. Savings, frozen. Crypto, still crashing. And that one friend who always said cash is king, now he's actually the king of a small, makeshift kingdom made entirely of mattresses stuffed with bills. He even built a throne out of old 500 notes. But it gets better. With banks down and people desperate, an underground economy rises. People trade toilet paper for bread, canned tuna for phone chargers. One guy trades his PS5 for 2 onions and half a bottle of Pepsi. Harsh? Maybe, but in a collapsed economy, this is a fair deal. Barter becomes the new Venmo, and just like that, you went from online banking to onion banking. Your local park, now a black market farmer's market. And Karen from accounting, she's thriving. Turns out she's been hoarding gold bars since 2008. We called her paranoid. She calls it prepared. Now, as the chaos spreads, foreign markets feel the quake. Foreign investors pull out, stock markets collapse, currencies tank harder than movie sequels no one wanted, airlines stop flying, imports stop coming, and guess what? Your favorite avocado toast, gone. It's just toast. At this point, the government rolls out the big guns. Central bank emergency measures, bank bailouts, helicopter money, which, for clarity, is not actual helicopters dropping money, though that would be more fun. Instead, they inject liquidity, push interest rates to 0, and start quantitative easing, which is just a fancy way of saying, let's make money appear out of nowhere and hope no one notices. Spoiler: everyone notices. Inflation skyrockets. People are using cash as wallpaper. Kids make paper airplanes out of $100 bill for fun. A banana now costs more than your rent used to be. Finally, after months of chaos, the dust begins to settle. The banks reopen cautiously. New regulations come in. People are forced to trust the system again, mainly because there's no other system. And you're wiser now. You keep some cash under your mattress. You've got a few gold coins buried in the garden. Here are some quick actionable points. Don't keep more than the insured limit in one bank. Diversify across banks or countries if you're rich enough. Keep a small cash emergency fund. Consider safe haven assets like gold, land, or government bonds. Deep down, you know it could happen again. All it takes is one tweet from that person. So the next time someone says, "Don't worry, your money's safe in the bank," just smile. And check your wallet, because in this system, your money isn't yours, it's on a world tour. One day in your wallet, another day in someone else's wallet, and one bad day, it might decide not to come home.